The Ballon d'Or voting has apparently leaked, and Dembele has won it. Lamine Yamal close second, and then Vitinha third. I'm gonna get to the travesty that is Vitinha, but according to the voters, that Yamal and Dembele thing, if this is real, those votes are really close. The accolades that Dembele had, winning a sextuple, being the best player for PSG in the Champions League, the voters still thought it was close because, as we've said all year long, Yamal is clearly the public's favorite as the best player in the world. If Barcelona made the final, maybe if Yamal won the Nations League, I legitimately think he had a shot at winning this whole thing. It would have been a crazy, crazy robbery in a lot of people's eyes, but he was the best player in the world. Now Vitinha third. Ah, this is the worst Ballon d'Or podium ever. Maybe after Jorginho a few years ago. Oh my god. I have never seen a midfielder being overrated to this high heaven. Is he top 3 in the world? Is he top 5 in the world? I don't think so. I really, really don't think so. Give me Jude. Give me Pedri. Rodri. Joao Neves on his team. Declan Rice. The list goes on. The list legitimately goes on. Rest in peace to Mo Salah for not making the podium for what was the greatest Premier League season I've ever seen. That carry job he put on for Liverpool. How much he created. How much he scored. It was just a threat masterpiece. And he's losing to Vitinha. Obviously, the leaked voting is coming in from what I think is a reliable source on Twitter, but let me know what you guys think. Hansi Flick is changing how Barcelona defend by not using the offside trap as much. Getafe are a team that like to sit into a low block of doom. They like to counter into space, and those wide areas, especially when Barcelona defends so narrow, are extremely susceptible to being hurt. But unlike Rayo Vallecano this season, unlike games in the past where Barcelona are just eating up chance after chance after chance because they defend so narrow, because teams are putting in those wide areas, they dropped back today. They dropped back, they counter-pressed in the right moments, they were aggressive in the midfield, and Pedri and De Jong just cleaned up. It was more conservative, it was less balls to the walls, it was more controlled, and you can see by the XG, Getafe didn't get anything. They got literally nothing on Barcelona's defense. And this is what I've been preaching. This is what I've been saying. You have the best midfield quality on the planet. You have a player like Pedri who can retain the ball effortlessly. You don't need to make your defenders jump into free fall, make them feel scared, give the ball away in these risky moments. You can just casually get 70% possession, and that's the way Barcelona can prevent chances upon them. When you retreat, when you sit back into your mid-block, when you defend with numbers, Barcelona can't be touched because majority of the teams in La Liga, majority of the teams in the world, in fact, cannot hurt them. And the most important thing, this doesn't mean sacrificing Flick's football. Look at the goals today. The way Rafinha created, the way Olmo set his run in behind, the way Ferran finished. You can still generate those transitions. You can still play vertical, but also keep the ball with Pedri and De Jong. Marc Bernal is going to be the truth. This kid is a Rodri regen. First game back, already assist. This kid is 6'4". He has a natural eye for a pass in the middle of the pitch. He can circulate the ball. He has that La Masia education, but at the same time, he's physically dominant. You don't see this in a lot of the Spanish holding midfielders. This guy is powerful. He's strong. In the air, he does not get bullied. And like Rodri, he can carry the ball with power. And the thing is, a few seasons ago, he used to be a number 10. He used to naturally have that impetus to be aggressive, to be a protagonist. Obviously now, with this Barcelona team, you have Pedri, who's one of the best midfielders ever. It's going to be a little more difficult to do that, but still, he's an extremely technically gifted, physically dominant holding midfielder. Think about this Barcelona team. Think about the hole that they have. What player that they need to complete, to complement Pedri and one more midfielder. It's perfect. He is the perfect fit to complete this Hansi Flick or whatever kind of football Barcelona wants to play. And we saw him play in La Liga last season. He was insane. He was really, really good. Obviously, I'm not trying to hype him up to the highest level, right? But he is a legitimate contender to be a long-standing player at Barcelona. A long-standing starter for the Spanish national team. La Masia did it again. I don't think people realize how big Barcelona's squad depth will be for them this season. If you want to win a treble, if you want to win the Champions League, if you want to go far in all your tournaments, you're going to need extra players. Just look for a second what they have in attack and midfield. You have Ferran Torres, Fermin Lopez, Olmo, Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Rashford, Casado, Frenkie de Jong, Marc Bernal. He finally came in, dropped an assist. He's going to be a future core of this team, and he even came in today. He's probably going to become more important as the season progresses and progresses. Gavi, I forgot as well. Like, Barcelona's front six is stacked with depth. And that's going to be huge for them, especially given the Flick, more intense, more running, more aggressive style of football. When you pile up more matches, when you go far in the Copa del Rey, UCL, This is the stuff that's going to make the difference versus the top team. Now, the main question is obviously going to be defense. You have good talent like Kubarsi, right? But you don't have the depth in those numbers, and especially key injuries, Balde getting injured every time there's an important game. That stuff is going to matter, especially when you're deeper in games. Obviously, Valencia today, they got absolutely stomped on. But when your attackers aren't firing, when you're not getting the chances, when you're not scoring to create those advantages, is the defense going to be able to hold up later in the season in those KG UCL matches? Either La Masia spawns another wonder kid or they have to go for someone in January. Liverpool have signed a deal with the devil. Oh my god. This is like a Real Madrid special, like a Jude Bellingham classic. Every game winning late. The Rio goal, the Van Dijk goal today, Salah goal in the past. What are we doing? Can we get serious? Can we please stand for something? What happened to morals? Look at his eyes. Zoom in. I see a 6:15 appointment with Satan. I see a man who has signed over the papers of his soul to make sure that Liverpool Football Club win games in the most atrocious, painful way possible. Marcos Llorente was turning back the clock. He was dropping a classic. He was doing what he does best, scoring at Anfield, ruining Liverpool's dreams in the Champions League. And then, these guys, man, it irks me out. They're going to be caught out. Those of us with pure souls, those of us that don't have malice in our hearts, we're going to stand to see this defense be defeated. We're going to see Liverpool lose a game late because this nonsense cannot continue. This nonsense, every late match, it's not going to happen. They're not winning a league. They're not winning a Champions League like this. I thought they were finally going to get an ethical win. I thought Florian Wirtz was having a good game. He was aggressive. He was playing with confidence. But then, of course, he subs off. Atleti get back into the game, and then Liverpool do their nonsense again. We're going to defeat this devilish power. Haaland, your chain's so big, bro. Your muscle's so massive. You eat at the chillest restaurants, wear the freshest clothes, hang out with the hottest dudes. Let me hold $1, please. 50 bomboclat goals in 49 UCL games. Who's doing this? This dude's the fastest in history, man. Every game, every other match, he's pulling out some BS like this. This is one of the GOAT tier strikers. This is one of the best nines we've ever seen kick ball. I'm not going to stop making these videos until it's consensus. Even just yesterday, because of Kane's incredible performance against Chelsea. But everyone's saying best striker in the world, best nine in the world. He's so underrated. Isak, for somehow his cameo performance was getting best striker in the world shouts. Brother, Haaland is clear. No one is on Haaland's tier. He is the best. He's getting all these stats in a team that doesn't optimize him. He's playing in a team that doesn't suit his strengths. I think you guys forget who Erling Haaland is. That 2021 UCL run, what he did against the best teams, his breakout goal even for Salzburg against Liverpool. This guy is an open space merchant. He is a transition demon. He's one of the scariest players. That's some of the scariest intuition for off-ball movement on the planet. And he's packed in a box and he's still bagging every other game for City. He's just different breed. Also, shout out to Big Bro Foden. He played for like the first time and then so long time. He played like that 2021 version of himself when he could actually create a bit, when he was actually proactive, when he wasn't just being a bot between the lines the whole time. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Foden today. This was an actually inspiring performance. And listen, my favorite op, my favorite enemy, I just, for like the game, for the love of the game, I want to see him do well. Keep feeding Haaland.